What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, everybody keeps asking me, what's my thoughts on father, trainer, and manager, Bozy Ennis, who obviously is the father, trainer, and manager of the Phenom, as I refer to him as, in Jaron Boots Ennis. Bozy Ennis said that he sent out a message already to let it be known he's more than willing to train Errol the True Spence Jr. Errol Spence Jr. has now publicly, we know, separated from his longtime trainer, two-time trainer of the year, well-renowned trainer, future Hall of Famer, Derrick James. They started their careers together, Errol Spence and Derrick James. Derrick James wasn't revered as a trainer until he got with Errol Spence, but they met early, and Errol Spence Sr., he advised Errol Spence Jr. to work and train with Derrick James. Now, they split over differences when in regards to money. Derrick James, he wanted a percentage of the back-end purse from Errol Spence's fight with Terrence Bud Crawford, which was the most lucrative marquee fight of Errol Spence's career back in July. He lost that fight. And he gave, reportedly, Derrick James a portion, 10% of his guarantee purse, which is reported to be $2.5 million, which means Derrick James stood to make $250,000, right? And so Errol Spence is going to make his money on the back end. That's how the premier boxing champion, founding advisor Al Heyman has it set up, that you make your money on the back end with the pay-per-views, the revenues, the gates, ticket sales, so on and so forth, right? Your upfront guaranteed money purse with the PBC is not a massive purse. So he gave him a percentage of that. Now, it's reported that Errol Spence made in total $27.5 million. Total, right? The 2.5 guaranteed and then $25 million on the back end. Now, that number completely changes with Derrick James, because now if Derrick James got 10% of that, that means he would stand to make $2.7 million or close to it, around there, right? So now you're talking about a significant difference amount of money. You're talking about $250,000 compared to $2.5 million, right? So they part in ways. With that said, now you have a situation where Derrick James is stating that I'm focused on the fighters that are here. And if Errol Spence wants to come back to the sport of boxing, he should finish it off with the Terrence Crawford fight. Errol Spence announced that he's coming back and they're supposed to have a rematch, but he walked away from the rematch and they're now focusing on possibly fighting Sebastian Fundora. So with that said, Bozy Ennis, he trains Andy Cruz, he trains Jaron Boots Ennis, and now he's saying he wants to train Errol Spence Jr. Now, Errol Spence Jr. is now 28 wins, 1 loss, no draws. He's 33 years of age, 5'9" with a 72-inch arm reach. He's a southpaw, but he's plotting. He plods forward, right? He's flat-footed. He has a high work rate. He's aggressive. He's strong, right? But he's not very versatile. When you look at Boots Ennis, who is undefeated as well, 31 wins, no loss, no draw, 28 wins by way of knockout. He is 5'10" with a 74-inch arm reach, but he switches from orthodox to southpaw. He can fight on his toes. He can fight flat-footed. He can fight on the inside. He can fight in mid-range, and he can fight on the outside. Fast hands, fast feet. His makeup, the makeup of Jaron Boots Ennis is completely different than the makeup of Errol Spence. Jaron Ennis is way more versatile, okay? He has faster hands, faster feet, and he can fight southpaw, orthodox. He can mix it up. Then when you look at Andy Cruz, okay? Andy Cruz, the same thing. He's a 2-time Olympic gold medalist, right? He is comes from the Cuban School of Boxing, right? He is very versatile, right? In the amateurs, he's 140 wins, 9 losses, right? But he's an Olympic gold medalist, 5'9", 28-inch arm reach, right? And so when you look at Andy Cruz, he too is versatile. He can fight orthodox southpaw, fast hands, fast feet, right? So that their physical makeup is completely different than that of what Errol Spence brings to the table. But Bozy Ennis is a throwback fighter, a throwback trainer, a throwback boxing mind, right? He's a throwback historian. And so he says that he wants to bring Errol Spence in to camp. Well, this does one of two things already. One of two things that completely knocks off any possibility of Errol Spence and Jaron Ennis fighting. Okay, that completely nullifies that. But it does do one thing. You bring Errol Spence in camp. I said this and many other people said this. Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford rematch. The perfect person. His reflexes was gone. Errol Spence couldn't react quick as Terrence Crawford. He wasn't able to adjust to Terrence Crawford's combinations, his counterpunch ability, his angles. He's a southpaw. Long arms, 74-inch arms. Terrence Crawford and Jaron Boots Ennis draw a lot of comparisons to one another. They switch to southpaw to orthodox. They both have extremely long arms. And so it was said that for Errol Spence to be properly prepared for Terrence Crawford rematch, the perfect person to bring in the camp would be Jaron Ennis. But obviously he's not a sparring partner. But now in this case, they in the same camp, under the same umbrella. Now you get to see and work with Jaron Boots Ennis pretty much every day. Now Errol Spence is in Dallas, Texas. Bozy Ennis is in Philadelphia. That means Errol Spence for camp would have to leave Texas and go to Philadelphia. Is he willing to relocate at 33 years of age? He suffered a lot of trauma physically to his body. So that will be ultimately the question, right? And Bozy is a no-nonsense trainer. I stated this. I would love to see Errol Spence with Coach Kevin Cunningham. I would love to see Errol Spence with Ronnie Shields and Bozy Ennis. These are no-nonsense type of trainers, right? Now, I said that Coach Cunningham, who specializes in southpaws, Devin Alexander, Erickson Lubin, Corey Spinks, he specializes in world champions southpaws. So, and Gervonta Tank Davis. When Gervonta Tank Davis was with Coach Cunningham, he looked the best he ever looked against Cuellar. You look at the fight with Cuellar. So that's what I love about Coach Cunningham training Errol Spence. But Bozy, I think, is a great idea and a great, fit. So Errol Spence focused on the Sebastian Fundora fight or a comeback fight, not really interested in Terrence Crawford. Maybe a lot of that is due to the fact that he has this issues with Derrick James and physical issues that he don't want to go right into the Terrence Crawford fight. But Bozy Ennis is a great trainer. He's a great boxing mind. He's a throwback fighter, trainer, boxing mind, manager, all of that. So that would be a great fit. And he get the experience of training with Boots every day. And how Boots does things. And he gets away from distractions because he have to go to Philly. Bozy ain't going to Texas. You're going to have to go to Philly. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. So all I got for y'all. I'm gone. Peace.